Good morning. Welcome to another BB Best or Detest. This time we are gonna check out the Physicians Formula Super BB Cream. That's this one. Let's see, get it all in picture so I can get a good thumbnail later. So this one has a lot of claims on it, and it actually has an SPF. I mentioned in my previous one that I remember that all BB creams used to tout that they have an SPF. There's a big road outside the window, so there will be some traffic noises. They pass though. It's not too bad. So this Super BB cream has a lot of claims on it. It claims to do 10 things. It's soothing, moisturizing, protecting, firming, priming and filling, perfecting, concealing, brightening, line softening, and long wearing. And Physicians Formula is known to sort of be hypoallergenic and skin soothing and all of that jazz, so that's good. The thing is that this is not free from silicones. I think, yeah, the second ingredient is cyclopentasiloxane. I don't really know if I pronounced that correctly in English, but that's how it's spelled. And then there are some triglycerides, some vitamins, titanium dioxide, and I think zinc oxide as sun protection. So yes, this one has SPF, unlike the one I tried out in the previous BB Best or Detest. So it's supposed to replace moisturizer and foundation. So let's get into it. Hang on, I want a sponge. And by the previous one, I mean the Garnier Skin Active 90% natural BB cream. So I think I'm gonna do fingers on that side, sponge on that side, because sometimes you get a little bit of a different finish depending on how you apply it. This packaging is hard to get into. There we go. Nice and shiny. They do have another one, the organic wear. I might try that one on later. In another installment of this series. And it says this is for light medium, and it doesn't have a really any claims for which type of skin, like if you're oily or medium or oily or dry skin. It doesn't have any claims, like it says it's for all skin types. So, oh, it's nicely sealed, this one. There's a lot of both outer packaging and then a little aluminum tab there. It does look like it's gonna be dark on me though. And I'm not even all that fair, but look at that. Okay, let's see how this goes. It did say fingers on that side, but I'm right-handed, so let's go in like that. I just realized my mirror is down here, up there. And since my camera is now much higher up, it shouldn't be a problem. What silicones do is that they are pore filling, so that makes sense that they would say it's smoothing and priming and all of that. I think some of the most popular primers are actually mainly silicones. How's that look? It's a little bit darker than I'm used to, but it doesn't look at all bad actually. Kind of looks like I've got a tan. Nobody's mad about that. Around the eyebrows is always a problem area because things get stuck there, as you might know if you're a person who applies makeup. And you can rub it in, so that's good. Like it doesn't pill up or anything yet. Yeah, it definitely filled in the pores on my nose. I don't know if you can see a difference from side to side. And it evened out my skin tone, that's not bad. Let's put some on my neck as well. So that if it oxidizes, which actually feels kind of likely, it doesn't just oxidize right here. It does tend to oxidize in my mustache area. I'm not a big fan of that. Not terrible. Okay, let's see the other side. What I don't like about makeup sponges is that obviously they soak up a lot of product, which is kind of their thing, what they're supposed to be doing, because it just leaves like a natural finish or whatever. The problem is that I feel that that's kind of expensive in the long run, like especially if you use really expensive cosmetics. Like that's gonna be over the span of several years, like hundreds of dollars that are just wasted in your makeup sponge. Nobody wants to waste that much money. I hope. If they do, they can just give it to me instead. Or someone else in need, you know? So this one also has a bit of those regular like antioxidants and stuff. Like I said, it has SPF. I think I need a little bit more actually for my neck because of the sponge. I wonder if it sets on its own. It doesn't say that either, so I really don't know. You obviously don't want it in your eye, but maybe a little bit around your eyes. Just a little bit. Just to conceal the worst of those dark circles here. So yeah, it's got vitamin E, it's got vitamin C, or a vitamin C, something that's very similar to vitamin C. It's also got willow bark extract, which is basically what's in Tylenol, I think, or one type of Tylenol. Acetylsalicylsyra. It's in Swedish salicylic acid, or a type of salicylic acid, and it's actually derived from willow bark, and that's often used for anti-acne and to calm inflammation and stuff. So that's gonna help your skin calm down a little bit if you have any problems with that type of stuff. My skin isn't very reactive to a lot of stuff, so I'm kind of blessed in that way. But if you do, this one maybe work for you. It looks like it has a bit of a matte finish, and it did actually minimize the look of my pores, which I feel is something I wish happened more often, because they are bigger than I'd like them to be. I think that's a problem for most people. Can you put them in layers? Yeah, let's see if we can layer it up. What happens if we put more? If we think that more is more, and just layer it up. Yeah, now it's starting to set, so I won't be smushing too much around my nose because then it's gonna start peeling and coming off. It doesn't look too bad actually. So obviously silicones help things smooth out really well. Now I have excess on my hand. What am I gonna do? Let's just put it on my cheeks here. I have a little bit of extra redness and such. And I mean, if you get SPF in your BB cream, that's just nice. I mean, people who deal with cosmetics in cosmetics companies, they will say that you need like 1 SPF and even more SPF. Like, I think up to 30 it makes a difference, and then above 30 there's no big difference. And don't take my word for it, but like that's the consensus I've read. With SPF it doesn't necessarily mean that higher is better, but you do need a decent layer for it to work. But I mean, I guess any protection is better than none. So yeah, just make sure you have what you think deemed decent enough. Which I think I've reached that point now. Doesn't look bad actually. Good job, Physicians Formula. Good first impression. I do look a little bit more yellow than I tend to do, at least in person. But I mean, it's not too bad. If it oxidizes though, that might be a problem. I do wish that I could find a lighter shade of it, like instead of light medium, maybe fair, but I couldn't find that in the store I got this, so we'll see. While I talk about the rest of this, yeah, might just make it into a little bit of, why not put on some eyeshadow as well? Because that's fun, right? I like doing that sometimes. And since it's getting all nice and sunny and springy outside, I want to go with green. I'm using my Urban Decay Vice palette that I've been using for years because it's one of the few I have, as you know. Why invest in something new when you've already got something with a bunch of nice vibrant colors? I'm just gonna rub the BB cream into my hands a little bit so I don't have like a big splat of it. Dropping things. That's my day. Yes, let's go with that one. Just straight in on the lip. The color's called Grasshopper. Guess what color it is? And like that. That's nice. I like that. And then I think I'll put on a little bit of liner after I've smoked this out into the crease. And then I'll actually call that done. Just gonna do a little simple look today. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say that the SPF is actually broad spectrum, so it's both UVA and UVB, which is good because UVA rays are the most penetrating of the UV, and UVB is the one that's responsible for sunburn, which is the one that was traditionally shielded against, I suppose. So they realized that the UVA is also a big problem, and therefore you need broad spectrum, so you're protected both from sunburn and from the damaging from the UVA rays. Friggin' space. It's nice to have an atmosphere that protects you, right? That one. Because I want the small end. And we're gonna go into Arctic and just put that shade, which is a nice light teal color, underneath the lower lash line. Very nice bluish green there. Let's just smoke it out a little bit. I think I need some more green. Need more green. Right there. I think there might be such a thing as too much green, but I have yet to encounter it. Actually, there totally is. Okay. So, what color to put in the crease? I just actually want something really simple. I'll just go with brown. Yeah, brown. Color delete. I really should wash my eyeshadow brushes more often because I think I had some remnants of like black on this one. Amateur! I'm an amateur! And just blend it out into a light color. And we can go into Discreet, which is a little bit of a pinkish matte color. Put that up the brow bone. It doesn't look half bad. There is also a coloring called Bitter, but that's orange. So I don't think that would work very well to sort of smoke out a green eyeshadow. That would get muddy real fast. Oh, we don't want muddy green, we want clear grasshopper green, right? What we got left of the Arctic color, we can just pop in here, I guess. Give a little bit of fun dimension. Shift to the color, you know. Not too bad. Oh, and that same stuff. Blend it out with a little bit of Discreet. Just take the edge of the edge. There. Might make that into a thing like, which book am I supporting my camera on today? Oh, you can't see it because my eyeshadow palette is there. And then there. That book is really good, by the way. I'm gonna do a review on it soon. I always have trouble here in the corners of my eyes because hooded eyes. It's a lot of work. Actually, it's no work at all if you don't care. Okay. Time for some gel eyeliner. Do we want to wing today? I'll just do a tiny small wing. Alright, the nose stroke again. blow away. Book's falling out. There's always something falling in my video. Stop fiddling with it. That's good enough. Sometimes you just gotta tell yourself that enough is enough. And that's enough. Yeah, I figured that's good enough too. I'm too impatient to fix it. Okay, that needs to be washed because of gel eyeliner. Okay, so let's just go Maybelline mascara because why not? It's cheap, it works. It's been on the market for like decades, so it hasn't blinded anyone yet that I know of. And that's all it is. Yeah, we'll put on a second coat later. In a second. Not a second. Doesn't take a second for eye. Takes a little bit more than that. Clean up that little mascara mishap right there. Honestly, I'm not sure what to think about this BB cream. It doesn't actually hide anything. Like, I've got some wrinkles on my forehead because I have an animated face. I feel like it doesn't really settle in them, but it also has more of a texture, I guess, than the Garnier BB cream, which is weird because I didn't like at all how that one went on, but this one feels like it just kind of also sits on top of the skin. And my problem area is right here beside the eyebrows, or on the side of the eyes, because I don't know why, but things tend to like pill and collect right here. And it also oxidized, like right here on the hairline. I guess we'll see in a couple of hours. It did, like I said, it removed, basically removed my pores. It filled them in completely, so they don't show at all now. I'm not a big fan of the dark tone of it. Maybe if I could find one, I would go with a lighter shade. But I mean, it's not bad. So we'll see how it holds up. Oh, by the way, I wanted to put on my favorite lipstick today because I think that goes pretty well with the green eye look. Didn't I take it out? Oh yeah, I did. I did dig it out. It's a Bite Beauty lipstick. The Amuse Bouche lipsticks, and it's the color Pepper. It's like my own lip color, almost just like a tad, a nuance darker, or maybe like more uniform, a more uniform version of my lip color. I love the scent of these. I think it's weird that not more lipstick companies or cosmetic companies advertise their lipsticks as edible or food grade, because I suppose it has to be since it goes on the mouth. But I mean, more assurance about it would be nice, I guess. Oops, had a little bit of a dry patch on the lower lip. It doesn't actually show. Huh. I like that. And I mean, since I like this lipstick, I really should use it more, because come on, it looks pretty good. One type of lipstick I really don't understand is the nude lipstick. It makes me feel washed out, and I don't think it looks good on me. So I'm gonna try out the new one that came from Maybelline. I think the one that's supposed to be a universal shade that everyone can wear. Like, they have a few reds, they have a couple of nudes as well. So I'm gonna try those out and see if that actually fits me. Alright, so I think that's today's look done, and I will be back in a couple of hours and say what I think about the BB cream. So far it feels pretty good, actually. It's nice to know that it has the SPF built in, SPF 20 broad spectrum and all that. I had planned to speak a lot more about the ingredients, but it's mainly silicones. It does have salt in it, sodium chloride, and I think when I googled it, it's used as a thickener, and that makes sense. But maybe it can also dry out the skin. It also has phenoxyethanol, which is used as a preservative in cosmetics. Yeah, that's the thoughts I had on that. So I'll be back in a few hours. So it is the end of the day. It's time to take the makeup off, and I'm not a big fan of this BB cream. I think the lines on my forehead show more than they did with the Garnier one. My face was definitely the wrong color. Not at all the same color as my shoulders. It shows more in person, actually. Eyeshadow has faded a little bit, but that's not what we're trying out today. Yeah, I'm gonna do a summary tomorrow because I'm a little bit tired now. To gather my thoughts. So yeah, doesn't look great. Doesn't look bad either. It's somewhere in between. It's not a bad BB cream. It's not my favorite. Strangely enough, I think I like the Garnier one better, and I can't really say why. This one doesn't really feel like anything on the skin, but it doesn't feel like anything on the skin in a way that I don't like. Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, I'll do a summary tomorrow when I can think. Okay, see you then. Morning again. So I'll just share my final thoughts about this BB cream. Yeah, this one states that it has 10 benefits. Sometimes it's 9 benefits on some creams, and most of them I think say 5. So like the good things about this one is that it's hypoallergenic, it's vegan, it's cruelty free, so it's not tested on animals. I don't know the ownership of the parent company or anything, if that sort of affects their status, but this one at least isn't tested on animals. It's also fragrance, paraben, and gluten-free, which I guess is nice. I assume that if you're gluten intolerant, that it might affect you if it's in cosmetics, but I don't know how much that would actually do. It is 80 minutes water resistant, so I guess that's good. Like, I think I might use this in summer if we go to the beach, because the previous one was not at all water resistant, and this might be good on a rainy day. The problem, like I said, is that the color is wrong. Like, you can even see in the packaging that it's a bit too dark for me, and my face was darker than the top of my shoulder, like, and that's where I usually get sunburned. You've seen I usually wear tank tops, so my shoulders are exposed. Like, it's too bad that I couldn't find this in a lighter color, and I'm gonna research, and I think I'm gonna insert here if I could find a lighter color, if there is one for fair skin. All right, it's neither a best or detest. Like, it goes on the skin smoothly. It definitely diminished the look of my pores. I am not wearing it today, by the way. I just put some mascara on, basically. Yeah, I think that's all I had to say about this. It's meh. It's just meh. So I look forward to seeing what the rest of the BB creams are, if they are best or detest or maybe meh. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like me to afford more expensive BB creams to try out, you can support me on Patreon. And if you like gaming and fun stuff and reviews of other things, you can just keep watching my videos. There is lots more coming up. I have a book review that I'm gonna film tomorrow of this book right here. Air of Fire, not hair. Hair of Fire, that would be interesting. Okay, so I will see you then.